to someone you know or someone you are. On this channel, you will find long-form horror stories and shorts built from the kind of experiences that don't make sense in the daylight. Stories like The Black Book Graduates, The Dissertation of the Damned, and The Final Rites. Psychological, the kind that stay with you long after you stop listening. If you have not subscribed yet, do it now. Beyond the Veil. Introduction. Hollow Witness. I found the tape in a box my uncle left me when he died, and I almost threw it away because there was nothing written on it, just a strip of white masking tape along the spine with a single word pressed into it in blue ballpoint pen. The letters uneven, like whoever wrote it was pressing too hard, or maybe their hand was shaking, and the word was alone. All capitals, no punctuation, and I remember thinking that was a strange thing to write on a home videotape. Strange enough that I set it on the counter, instead of dropping it in the trash bag with the rest of the unlabeled junk from the box, and I went back to sorting through his things for another hour before I found myself standing in front of it again, without really deciding to walk over there. Just suddenly present in front of it, the way you sometimes find yourself in a room with no memory of walking there. And my uncle had been a quiet man, the kind of person who accumulated things without explanation. Old radios that didn't work, maps of cities he'd never visited, 3 identical copies of the same novel about a man who survived something he refuses to describe. And so a tape labeled Alone felt consistent with who he was, felt like something he would keep. And I told myself that's why I held on to it. That's why I dug his old VHS player out of the second box and connected it to the television in the living room. And that's why I sat down on the floor in front of it at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday night in October with the lights off, because the overhead bulb had burned out.